11 Alive is now uncovering new details tonight about why it could take years before a man accused of a triple homicide at a Cobb County country club could go on trial.
Joe Hinkie is at the Cobb County Courthouse to explain.
Well, Jennifer, the biggest development in this afternoon's court hearing was the lead prosecutor for this case made it official when she announced before the judge they plan to seek the death penalty against Bryan Rhoden if he is convicted in this case. But as we learned also in court today, history shows it can take quite some time to resolve death penalty cases.
I'm going to ask the state whether or not they intend to seek the death penalty.
We do, Your Honor, and we do have the written notice to be filed.
Okay.
With that announcement in court today, this afternoon's hearing then focused on a laundry list of court proceedings that need to be dealt with specific to death penalty cases. During the hearing, Bryan Rhoden remained silent when Judge Robert Florno asked questions.
On advice of counsel, Mr. Rhoden is going to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Rhoden is charged with 3 counts of malice murder for the deaths of Paul Pearson, Henry Valdez, and Pine Tree Country Club golf pro Gene Siller. According to Cobb County Police, Rhoden drove onto the country club's golf course in a truck back in July of 2021. The bodies of Pearson and Valdez would later be found in that truck. Siller allegedly went to see what was going on with the truck, and according to police, Rhoden shot him for stumbling upon a crime in action.
I retired December 31st of this year.
In court, it was made clear 2 items could potentially slow down this case. First, the judge is retiring, and a new judge will take over the case in January. Second, because death penalty cases are more complicated than other criminal trials, they usually take much longer to resolve.
The last case we had was Drucker, and I think it was 7 years from the time the murder occurred until we got a verdict. Isn't that right?
That case was the last death penalty case in Judge Flournoy's courtroom. Joshua Drucker killed 2 people in 2004. It took 7 years until his trial was held, and a jury found him guilty and sentenced him to death. His sentence was later reduced to life without the possibility of parole. And as of right now, we're only expecting 1 more court hearing or development in this case this year. An arraignment will be held for Rhoden before the current judge retires sometime in December. At that time, he'll be entering a official either not guilty or guilty plea for this case. His attorneys have already signaled in court today at that time he will enter a not guilty plea.